Here's Dr. Nada Abu and Dr. Saya Aziz. We're two doctors from Australia. We're here in Gaza at the moment. We arrived in the middle in Al-Aqsa hospital first, but the situation was disastrous, where we're having kind of kids coming after a strike. With most of like, let's say 70 to 80% of our patients are kids and pregnant women. And the situation was terrible, and there was no water, no food, and people living in the hospital everywhere. It was very common for a person to be the only survival of their family. Everyone has lost most of their family. It was very hard for us to get in, and there was a lot of restrictions. We were not allowed to bring any baby formula, any money, and the cards don't work. We are hardly surviving and hardly able to help anyone. There's no equipment. They're down to the very basics, running out of working scissors. There's no soap in the theatre room to scrub in, no gloves, nothing at all. We're treating patients on the floor, mass casualty after mass casualty. They're using all the weapons. However, when we came north to Al-Shifa Hospital, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. We're doing this video because we know that we might die at any time, unfortunately. Our accommodation is in the old delivery room. As you can see, this is the hospital. It's all bombed, but the bombing is still happening. When we came from the middle to the north, we saw people are evacuating. Instead of 20 minutes on the road, it took us around 8 hours to reach. As soon as we reached, bombing after bombing with the Apache, F-35, F-16, rowboats, all sorts of weapons attacking us from everywhere around the hospital. The number of patients and the number of dead bodies arriving are ridiculous. So we're just basically people dead. We have more than 1,500 people still dead under the rubble in the hospital. Today they bombed just in front of the main entrance of the hospital. 2 days ago they did the same. The issue is we leave our accommodation is a outside walking distance, so we could be at any time at that side of the bomb as an international. We're not even we've been told we'll be given an evacuation order. No even evacuation order as international people. So the situation here is just disastrous. I can't describe it. In the middle of the mass casualty today, there's no internet and no electricity. We're still out of Wi-Fi, so we can't communicate with our family, we can't put our picture up. And they're asking us to stay silent, otherwise our life will be in danger. What does that supposed to mean? We're just telling you what's happening. We're not allowed to show the photos because it's so traumatic and not allowed to post. But we're documenting this as part of what's happening for the future. Because someone needs to see this. Someone needs to help those poor people. Most of them are just kind of people, or they're just kind of hitting things randomly. There are doctors. Doctors here don't come to work because they're dead. Their family members are dead. Or they've been told to go to the south, at least to save themselves from being killed. So anyone who stays here, they know that they will be killed and they can't come back. So the situation needs to stop. I don't know what to say, but I'm asking for help, and I know that our life is in danger too. So if the help was kind of coming from any part of the world, just can anyone be able to stop this terror and horror, please? Anyone, could you please stop it? People here had enough. We had enough. There's no word to describe. Not sure, sorry, Dr. Said.
Hi, I'm Dr. Saya Aziz. I'm an anaesthetist who works in Australia, and essentially I'm in a state of shock. We're in Al-Shifa Hospital. We've been here a week. It took us 2 attempts to try and get up to the north to come to Al-Shifa, and we thought it was devastating in Shuhada Al-Aqsa Hospital, where we spent a couple of days, and we come to Al-Shifa and it is catastrophic. It's cataclysmic. I can't even begin to explain how horrific the situation is. From an anaesthetic point of view, so many simple things that should be straightforward, it's just non-existent. So we have patients walking into theatre We have patients coming in asking how their relatives are. It's absolute chaos. They have to bring their own mattress. If they're lucky and they've rescued it from the rubble, they have to bring the patient on the mattress. The family members have to lift the patient onto the bed. The operating bed doesn't go up or down, it's broken. We essentially have no suction. There's no suction. We have to share a suction with the surgeons, and it is filthy. There's nothing to clean anything with. It's a miracle that we're getting anything done. We have started at 8 o'clock this morning, and it's about 11 o'clock at night. Now, this is us. The people from Gaza, the healthcare workers, have been working day and night. They do 48-hour shifts. Some of the healthcare workers have to continue on because the others can't make it. They're stranded, they've moved south. So they're working non-stop, tirelessly. They're all thin, hectic, exhausted. They've been malnourished for 2 years. They've been doing this for 2 years. And to see their dedication to each and every patient, to try and save each and every life, I'm in awe of them. I cannot believe they are continuing after 2 years. We have been here 2 days and it's been a shock. I don't know how they've been doing it for 2 years. It's unbelievable. Like the lack of equipment. An operation that should take an hour takes 3 hours because they have to wait 20 minutes to find a suture, to find a pair of scissors. There's flies everywhere in the rooms. Like there's just no way of maintaining any form of sterility. And the stress and the tension between the healthcare workers, each and everyone is worried about their situation. No one knows where they're going to go, what they're going to do. Like you can sense the anxiety in the room, and yet they still manage to focus on the patient. I just don't know how they're managing to do it. And they're all having to worry about their family members, how they're going to feed them. They have no structure. Their children have been out of school for 2 years now. There's no schools. Healthcare is it's not collapsing, it has collapsed. Like, I don't know how it's functioning. And, you know, patients who should be going to intensive care, who should be coming back, getting a relook, they can't. There's no way. I have had to take patients out into not even a recovery. It's literally taking them onto the floor. I have no idea what's happening, and just getting the family members to look after them. They can't even do any dressing changes. There's nothing. And then on top of that, the bombs are dropping constantly. There was a bomb outside the hospital front door. Today, we've only been here 2 days. This is 2 days in a row. Today we've had zero internet. We've got no Wi-Fi. There's no way of communicating with anybody. Like, it's intentional psychological warfare. I'm not sure what's happening, but this has to stop. They need to stop throwing the bombs. We need absolute unimpeded medical aid. We need food, nutrition. There's no way that patients are going to heal. And the worst part is it's all children and women and young families. Like, it's a stain on our humanity, and I am ashamed to call myself human. I'm ashamed to be an Australian who has basically remained silent. The F-35 parts are not non-lethal, they are absolutely lethal, and I would challenge any minister in the Australian Parliament to come and spend a day here with us. I would love for them to spend a day and then decide whether their F-35 parts are non-lethal. So we need to have an arms embargo right now. Enough is enough.
Just an example of one day today. So it's not just, you know, one mass casualty. So one mass casualty, and that's, they say, the lucky one. Or, oh, you haven't seen anything yet, Dr. Nada. So at least 10 to 20 dead on arrival, or GCS3 that we can't do anything about, and we don't even have painkillers. The only thing that we have is ketamine. So you just want to give them something for comfort and not to die in a bad way in front of the parents or in front of their family or the other way around. I had a beheaded lady who's 9 months pregnant that we had to deliver her by an emergency C-section in the emergency room And luckily the girl is a, you know, she